welcome. I'm Peggy, and I welcome you into our kitchen today. And we have some special food, a great recipe to share with you, and some special people. And here today to share with us from the Rosa restaurant in downtown Greenville on Washington Street are two special people. And I'm so glad to welcome Loren and José Ortíz. Thank you for coming. Now,
absolutely.
Your home is originally New York.
New York.
But you found your way down south. And you have given us some good food as a result.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
And you have a restaurant and a catering service.
That's right.
Everybody has recipes that have been handed down from, well, my grandmother did this, or my aunt left this recipe, and it has special meaning. And you brought not just an Italian dish, but something of your family.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, that's the, I guess that's the legacy that we leave behind. You know, the little things that we remember. You know, and for us, it's definitely the food.
This recipe is called what?
Spadinas. Spadinas are basically Italian kebab. Use chicken or veal, and it's around our house. It's a holiday favorite.
So whenever there's a big family gathering or a holiday, this comes out.
Especially if there's a lot of people. Yeah.
And so you could use it like in a meal,
sure,
or you could use it like
as an appetizer, or you know, to fill everybody up. For us, you know, after we've already engorged ourselves.
After you're full, you start again.
Then we start again. This is what you do. Yeah.
So, is it difficult to make?
It's not difficult to make. It is a little time consuming as far as getting prep set up, but once you start going, it moves pretty fast.
You set your assembly line in place, and then the whole family can kind of assist, which is nice too.
Okay, so it can be something everybody gets in the kitchen.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's part of being, I think, a special holiday time, is that when people can get in the kitchen and help each other and even get the kids involved.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So, Loren, do you want to start this? How do we do this? You want to
Sure.
move over here a little bit and give him some room?
I am going to give him some room.
Okay.
I'm going to explain what I have out
Wash my hands
here, and then Jose will start slicing, and then we'll roll. Okay. All of the ingredients that you need for this dish are sitting right here, so it's not many things. You need to have chicken, which we did clean.
And
right
those
before.
are chicken breasts,
Those are chicken breasts.
Yeah.
And obviously, our family this year will be 6 to 10 people, and we'll do about 3 pounds of chicken breasts. I obviously brought one to show you how to prep it. We need dried bay leaves, 1 white onion, about a ½ a cup of Italian breadcrumb, some tomatoes, and here's that onion. And we have extra virgin olive oil, and then Pecorino Romano Lucatelli cheese. Our family specifically likes to use this Lucatelli cheese, but any Pecorino Romano will do.
Okay, so all of these things are readily available in any supermarket.
Absolutely. Any time of year. It doesn't have to be Christmas or a specific holiday. Always readily available.
I mean, for our family too, most of this is in stock in the kitchen anyway. So you're just buying the chicken and running with it.
And then you're ready to go.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay. So you want to show them how to slice the chicken?
Yeah, sure. We want to get this extremely thin. Matter of fact, we brought an example here to see how thin that can be.
So you actually took the chicken breast and sliced it.
Yeah,
Correct.
Yeah, you almost want it transparent, somewhat. I mean, just to see a little light through it. It wants to cook. It needs to cook fairly quickly and crisp. And we're going to fry it, obviously, here. So it's not going to take very long to cook. So you need to make sure that it's nice and thin.
Okay.
Perfectly ready.
So you've got to have a really good knife that you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I hope this is good enough. We'll find out.
Be careful.
Find out.
We don't want any accidents.
We're going to cook
here.
We're going to cut the chicken lengthwise and try and keep it as square as possible.
Okay.
And consistent as possible.
Okay.
There you go. Perfect.
It's kind of fun, isn't it? You like to cook together.
We do. We do. All of us. My daughter has gotten very much into cooking in the kitchen as well.
Yeah,
so
she helps us with
chicken cutlets.
Chicken cutlets. You'll cut down chicken like this and allow her to do an egg wash and breading.
You don't want her with the knife.
No.
Oh, no,
We'll do all the cooking.
How old is she?
She's 6. We don't give her knives yet.
At the best, she might do safety scissors.
Yes.
You know, We also want to just square off some of the chicken, the ends and such, just so we can keep it as square and
For when we roll it.
right, so it has a consistent shape and roll. The excess chicken you can always just fry and
Okay.
douse a little bit of garlic salt on and throw in there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honest, that's the easy thing around our house.
Perfect. That's beautiful.
Okay.
That's right. I'll cut down some more if you like.
Cool.
Okay, and then you want to show them how to do the onion real quick? I have
Also,
them-
depending on the size of the breast too, if this ends up being around 8 inches or so, you want to keep it to about 2 inches wide, about 4 inches in length for a consistent roll, just so it all fits on the skewer.
Okay.
I'll move
Put that
that
on
for a
the side, that's
second.
fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
For
Cut it in half.
demonstrational purposes, we're
Cut
going
it
to
in
cut
half.
the onion, but this would be a clean surface, I'm just saying.
Show us how an expert does it.
Very cool.
There you go. I'm just going to peel this, run my end off, make it a little easier. I
You
gotta
want to
go
get
for-
all those peelings off of it.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And fairly easy. You can just get underneath the first couple layers of skin on an onion. Onions are easy to work with. I like them a lot.
Until
It's
they
not-
make you cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't. I don't have that
Yeah,
effect.
I
I
was
think
gonna say it
certain
doesn't
people.
bother him.
Sad.
Yeah. I'm not going to say it. They say another.
Now, that just looks,
I've also heard that like cutting onions or under running water helps.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never had to try, but
but it isn't necessary, obviously.
I'm going to take it along with the grain here and just cut some slices here.
Oops.
Without dropping them.
Slip and
Well.
slide.
One is discarded.
Yep.
About a ½ inch or so in length, or I mean, in width.
Perfect, baby.
And we'll just take those and separate them into individual pieces.
You can actually cut these in half. They're a little bit big.
Yeah.
It's a big onion.
Yeah, it is.
Perfect. And then they look just like what's
Okay,
here.
you've
Nice
already.
white onion or yellow onion for flavor, just that it has a sweeter flavor. Just preference, really. But
Well, you used the white today.
Yeah.
Yep, we use the white.
Well,
All
I
right.
thought the white onion was sweeter. Am I wrong?
oh, what do you think?
Or does it
You know,
matter?
I'm not sure. I know they have yellow onions and sweet onions and white onions. Which one is the sweetest? I truly don't know.
And for us, all the flavors in the seasoning. So
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to take,
And what is that?
this is Italian breadcrumb
Now, you can buy those.
yeah,
in the grocery store.
like Progresso and other
Okay,
brands make
all
it.
right.
It's
It'll
got
say
all the
seasoned
seasoning.
Italian breadcrumb, and any brand is fine.
Oh, okay.
It's got the oregano and so forth.
I'm going to
Everything's
take a
in
good
there.
palmful of this cheese and throw it in there. Okay, and kind of mix
And
that
I'll
up a
bet, Jose, I bet you could use these breadcrumbs on other things as well as this recipe.
Oh, sure, sure. Well, for us, a lot of it has to do, revolves around chicken or veal or breading any particular meat. Chicken cutlets, for instance, are great, and fast cook time for if
on
you're
up
cooking
this-
for kids and
This
so
way,
forth.
so there.
bit. So you
So
can
we
see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
If you're
And
cooking
that's
for
just
kids.
plain olive oil,
This is
right?
just actually extra virgin olive
Right.
oil, and about a teaspoon.
And olive oil is good for you.
It is very
Yes.
good for you.
You didn't
Yeah.
put much in there, Loren.
No, that was a teaspoon. I start with a teaspoon because if you put too much, you don't want it
Oh.
to be
Then
greasy.
you
I'll
can
add
add
it if
it
I
as
need
you
it.
go along.
Absolutely.
Right, it doesn't need to be super wet, just sort of a dry but consistent
Now,
crumble.
what is that, like a cup of breadcrumbs or half a cup?
About a
of
half a cup of breadcrumbs.
Yeah,
Okay.
and a palmful to like a quarter cup of the cheese.
Of the cheese.
Yep. See, now I just want to make sure it
You
gets
just
a
kind
little.
of work with it till it's
Right.
the right consistency.
It's still sort of
Correct.
dry, but you can tell that there's a moisture to it. I mean, it's still separate and granule, but it still has a moisture to it. It
Yeah,
can
you want it to leave
kind of
that
mealy.
Okay.
kind of in your hands, but you don't want it to be
And
sopping wet.
this is an old family recipe,
It
isn't it?
is an old family recipe.
I have to thank Aunt Rosie for that.
Yes, we will, if she was here. All right, so now what we're gonna do, now that we have everything situated, gonna take,
Let me get some towel paper here in case you need it.
thank you very much.
There we go.
Okay, so we're gonna take a good pinchful of this breadcrumb mixture and put it on top of the chicken.
Pat it in, keep it a thin layer so it can be rolled.
Just like that. And then we go like this. And we roll it up.
Excuse me.
No problem. That's one.
You want to be sure to pat that in a lot, don't you?
Absolutely. And you don't want to overpack it because it will take longer to cook that way. So, two.
So they literally look like little hot dogs.
They actually do kind of look like little hot dogs.
Miniature
You're
hot
absolutely right.
dogs.
Absolutely right.
Pigs in a blanket.
Now, if you were
It
having
tastes a lot better.
folks in, and you're not having a sit-down dinner,
Right.
but you have things you want to put out, could you make these ahead of time?
Absolutely.
Or do you have to do
Absolutely.
them right at the?
You can do like, we have some prepped here.
Oh, let me
you
see. Oh, look at that.
You can prep them ahead of time, put them in a little Tupperware container in your refrigerator, and then when you're ready
You
to,
just pop them in.
you just put them in a hot frying pan.
Oh, good.
Isn't that awesome?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's not last minute when people are ringing
Yeah,
the
it doesn't
door.
have to
No.
be. Except
That's
for
good.
us, we're also entertaining. It's just a form of entertainment for ourselves. Where the people around, we all hang around the kitchen and
I think
discuss.
that's wonderful.
And catch up, and at the same time, you can prep these with everyone.
Now
Cook 'em
what
and
do
eat
you
'em
do?
fresh.
Okay, so now here comes the assembly, which is the fun part. You stick an onion on a skewer to cap the end, and then we're going to take a piece of chicken.
You are making me hungry.
I know,
Just
right?
standing here.
Okay, then a piece of this bay leaf. Don't be afraid. Bay leaves, when my mother taught me how to originally do this, these used to scare me because they crumble very easily. It doesn't matter. It's for flavor. You're not going to eat this anyway. So whatever breaks off is fine. It doesn't have to look perfect.
And it does add a lot of
And there's
flavor.
a cherry
And then we had a
tomato.
cherry tomato for color. We used yellow and red ones. Whatever's
Oh,
available.
that is fun.
Okay.
You get a chance. Some heirloom tomatoes are really nice as well.
Without sticking myself, another onion. Won't fall apart on me. Chicken.
We never tried this, but could they be grilled as well?
I'm sure you could grill them. You wouldn't have the olive oil
No,
flavor,
no,
so
that's
I would
what
stick
makes
with
it.
I would
So you just alternate. The
alternate. That's it.
tomato,
It's just
the
repeat.
onion.
Onion, chicken, bay leaf,
Oh,
tomato.
you know what? I actually did an extra onion, but that's okay.
Yeah, don't leave the onion out.
Yeah, the onions are delicious. They really are delicious.
Okay.
One more bay leaf, and then we'll close it. Oops, see what I mean?
Well,
They do that sometimes.
even the greatest chefs have that happen. Look at that.
As my mother will say, a good cook, not quite a chef. And that's
All right. Now, before you do this magic and we get to taste this, we're going to go to a break. But before we do, this is recipe 828, and it is free for the asking. And it helps us if you send that self-addressed stamped envelope to the Peggy Denny Show, Post Office Box 1616, Greenville, South Carolina, 29602. And be sure to put that recipe number, 828. And also, the Luna Rosa restaurant, they do catering. If you haven't been there, you've missed a treat if you're here in the upstate. And www.lunarosagelato.com. What a treat. And that you can get all the information by that. We are going to take a quick break and come right back, so stay with us.